Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a night routine. I'm showing you guys the back patio because we actually started this evening by playing on the back patio. We played in the pool and on the slide and, just had a fun evening outside. So I picked all that up, and then once I was done with that, I went inside to give Paige a bath. Avery and I just kind of hang out in here with Paige while she's taking a bath. Because Avery was being fussy, so she did not want to be laid down or get set in her swing or anything like that. I obviously eventually had to lay Avery down so that I could get Paige's hair washed and everything like that and get her out of the bath so Avery's in her mama-roo. She was not very happy during this, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. So once I get Paige out of the bath, I usually put lotion on her and then get her diaper on, and now I'm putting on her pajamas. She's just so stinking cute. And then we brushed her hair, and she had her Elsa doll with her as well in the bathtub, and so she wanted to brush Elsa's hair too. So that's what we were doing here. This is just me showing you guys Avery. She was, like I said, not thrilled. She was so tired too. You could see her eyes are closed. But after that, we went and had some dinner. Paige just had one of these little spinach pea pouch things, a roll, some cottage cheese, and some green apple. On nights like these, I literally just throw random stuff for us together because Garrett's not home and I just didn't cook. So I had this leftover meal prep. I did actually feel myself making this, but like I said, on nights like these, I love to have meal prep in the fridge. So this is just some chicken sausage with some vegetables and some potatoes, and I just threw it in the microwave. But to make this, all I did is set the oven to 400 degrees, and then while that was preheating, I pulled out my cutting board and chopped up all my vegetables. And so in this recipe, I used, like I said, potatoes. So I just cut those into little cubes and threw them into a bowl. And then after I threw them in the bowl, I just seasoned them with olive oil, salt, pepper, and garlic powder just to give them a little bit more flavor. And then I also did an orange bell pepper. I love like the sweetness that bell pepper gives to any dish, but I did one of those. And then I also bought the pre-halved bags of Brussels sprouts, so I didn't have to cut those. So once again, I threw those in a bowl, seasoned them with olive oil, salt, pepper, and garlic powder, and then just put that on top of my sheet pan as well. And then I also did some of this chicken sausage for a protein. So chopped those up into like little slices. And I didn't season these just because they do already have so much oils in them. So I just, threw them into a bowl when I was done chopping them. And I did a red onion as well. Once again, flavor. Like it comes down to, when it comes to eating healthy, you need to just make sure that your meals are flavorful. So I just cut those into some big chunks and threw that on top of my sheet pan as well. And then to top it all off, I added the chicken sausage. I just kind of layer it on there, and then I end with the chicken sausage because the juices in that will like cook out and like drip onto like the rest of the food that's sitting under it. So that's kind of why I do it that way. But I usually just throw it in the oven at 400 for like 30 to 40 minutes until the potatoes are cooked through, and then it's just perfect for leftovers. You just throw it in the microwave. I also had some of this Halo Top ice cream. You guys, this is actually so good for a low-calorie ice cream. Like, obviously, real ice cream is going to be better, but it's a great option if you're craving that. And then Paige and I are just kind of chilling out, relaxing, and watching TV to end off our night. Fun fact about Paige, she very rarely, will sit and watch a TV show for longer than 2 minutes. She always just gets distracted with her toys, which I'm very happy that she's this way, but she went into her room and came out like this with her horse and her sword. She was attacking the parrot, not Avery. Avery's not sitting under that, so don't worry, but she's just so cute. Like, she very rarely will sit and watch a movie. She always wants to play with her toys, which I'm completely fine with. But after we wind down for the night, she brushes her teeth, so we go into her bathroom and I brush her teeth. She obviously wants to help too, so we usually kind of just go back and forth with her brushing her teeth and then me helping her out to make sure that we get them good. But when she's done brushing her teeth, she wanted to say cheese to the camera. And then we head to her room, and she gets to pick out a book. So typically, depending on what book she picks out, I'll read her 1 to 2 books every night. Avery did wake back up at this point, and so Avery's chilling in bed reading a book with us as well. This specific night, Paige chose her Frozen book because she loves Anna and Elsa. And then once we're done reading a book, I turn on her Project Nursery sound machine. I just got that one at Walmart and I really like it. It's great. She loves it when I rock her at night, and I'm going to take advantage of this while I can before she gets too big. But she has her blankie and her little glow baby worm, and we just sit here and rock. Avery just kind of chills on the side while we're doing this, but I eventually get her down to bed, and then Avery and I just went through the house and shut all the blinds. And then I also make sure all the doors are locked, obviously. I arm the security system because I'm like so glad that we have this, because I just get scared when Garrett's on nights. I hate it. And then I'm going to put on my pajamas and get Avery into her pajamas. I love the two-piece sets from like Marshalls and TJ Maxx. That's where I found this pink one is for Marshalls, but it buttons down, so it's perfect for breastfeeding. And then for Avery, I just change her diaper, and I typically try to put her in a zip-up sleeper that zips from the bottom up, so in the middle of the night when I'm changing her diaper, I don't have to completely like get her out of her swaddle. It just zips from the bottom up. But getting Avery all ready for bed, I also brush her hair. She loves having her hair brushed, probably because this is like one of the softest brushes ever. I got it from Amazon. I can link it in the description, but I usually just brush her hair and get her all relaxed. Look at how sweet she is. Oh, she sneezed too. She's so stinking precious. I absolutely love her. And she was being so chill this night, so I just kind of like let her chill there for a little bit while I went into the bathroom and did my skincare routine. I do my skincare routine every night, but it kind of like depends when it happens based on how chill Avery's being. So because she was being chill, I could do this while she was chilling out. Sometimes I'll have to wait until after she's asleep to do this, but you guys have seen me do this before. I use Arbonne products. I always have, like for the last 5 years. Love them and swear by them. But some people are weird about it because it's an MLM, so we'll just leave it at that. And then once I'm done with my skincare routine, I bring Avery over and get her in her swaddle. We have the Love to Dream swaddle, and I actually love this so much. Paige loved the Velcro swaddles that swaddled her arms down, but Avery did not love those. She likes to comfort herself with her hands. So when I saw this one, I was like, I knew she was going to love it. So we just have been using this for the last little while, and it works perfect for us. I have the Hatch sound machine in my room, so I turn that on, and then I typically don't leave the lights on at this point, but because I was filming, I left them on. But this is usually when I try to wind Avery down and get her super tired so that she can fall asleep as well. I use the boppy. I love my boppy. I used it with Paige for probably like a year and a half. And then I usually just nurse Avery and rock her for a little bit. I'm always thirsty, so I always make sure I have water on my little nightstand. And then typically I'll watch like a Netflix show as well, because it's not quick. Like, she's hard to get down. So once I'm done breastfeeding, I put her in this bouncer because that's the only way she'll stay calm. And then I usually have to bounce her until she falls asleep. So I'll continue to sit there and watch my show. But once she's finally asleep, I have to transfer her from the bouncer to her bed without trying to wake her up too much. So this is me doing that. She actually was dead asleep this time, so that was great for me. But she's so stinking cute. And yes, I do put a blanket on my babies. I don't want to hear it. Like, I do what I feel comfortable with as a mom, and this is what I feel fine with. So I put a little blankie on her and make her comfy cozy, and she is passed out. And once she is passed out, that is when it's time for me to pass out. So I turn off my little nightlight and I go to sleep as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I do have a full night with a newborn where I talk about a lot of the products that I use, so you guys can go check that out if you want. Feel free to like this video and subscribe to my channel to see more, and I will see you guys in my next one.